What is up, Switch Leaders? This is Tyler, and I have an exciting announcement to make. After a lot of conversations with you guys, with students, one thing has stood out, and that there are so many of you guys that want to go back to one single service. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to one single service, both middle school and high school combined all together. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to be that much more intentional with our students by creating an experience where we have more flexibility in how we are able to do different games or different things, maybe extended worship sets, all those different things, be able to create a fun and exciting experience for our students. But also, we don't want it just to be about a fun and exciting experience. We want it to be about a relationship with Jesus, where students are excited to come to Switch, but they also want to bring their friends to Switch because they know that this is a place where they can feel safe and they can grow in their faith. And so this is going to allow us, I think, to be that much more intentional with that and create an experience for us to be able to do that all the more. What that's going to look like here going forward then is we're going to have huddle at 6:15 as always, but then at 6:30 the doors will open for the students. From 6:30 to 7, we're going to be hanging out in the lobby with our students, having conversations, playing games with them, and then at 7 o'clock all together we'll be going into the auditorium. Maybe some nights we'll have some games, we'll start off with that. Other nights we'll just jump right into worship, but we'll always have worship, we'll always have our message, and then we'll always have small groups at the end of the night from 8 to 8:30. Many of you have already experienced one single service before, but there's others of you that hadn't had that opportunity. And so the last couple of weeks you've seen what that looks like in real time. And so that is what we're going to do going forward. Another exciting thing we got coming up is baptism weekend is this Saturday and Sunday. And man, what a special time it is to just be able to see so many people going public with their faith, but also so many of our students going public with their faith. Students baptizing students, you guys getting in the pool, baptizing students. It is such an awesome experience that we get to share with them. And so, as you might have some students that have recently given their lives to Jesus, but they have not yet taken that step to going public with their faith, let's lead them to doing so. Let's have those conversations this week and lead strong in that area. You might have some students that maybe you've had conversations with in the past and they just haven't yet taken that step. Maybe they ask questions, whatever the case might be. Let's lead our students to taking that step in their next step in their faith by trusting Jesus and going public with their faith through baptism. This week, we're starting a brand new message series called The Fallen Kingdom. And this week, we're going to be talking about how Jesus is the Savior, King, and Son of God, and He wants to be the King of our lives. We're going to be jumping into 1 Samuel chapter 8, where the Israelites go to the prophet Samuel, and they end up asking him for a king to be able to judge them like other nations have. Samuel's not happy with that. He's upset. He ends up going to God, looking for guidance for that. God tells him to do what they ask because they are not judging him, but they are rejecting God. This is something that we end up doing all the time in our own lives, where we can say that we're followers of Jesus, but we don't truly see Jesus as the King of our lives. And that's what we want for our students, is not to trust outside sources or things for satisfaction or looking for correction elsewhere, but to be living like Jesus is the true King of their lives by trusting Him and following Him. And so I'm excited for this week at Switch. I'm excited to see you guys on Wednesday. See ya.